Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Baptist College, the home of the Eagles. This afternoon, we have doubleheader basketball as the women and the men both take on the Bruins of Piedmont International University. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and as always, my son Dean works the camera for us here at TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. Before we get started, we have some very good news to pass along from up on the top of the hill, where Eagles baseball just won their first game of the season. Game one of a doubleheader against Florida National University. Trinity Baptist College got 3 runs in the first and 3 more in the second. Held on to win game one by a final score of 6-0. Game two is going to start at approximately 2:30 p.m. and Jacksonville's own Matt Carter will be on the bump as the Eagles try to sweep the doubleheader and take the series from Florida National University. Meanwhile, the Lady Bruins come into today's ball game with an overall record of 3 wins and 6 losses. They are 0-2 in NCCAA Division I South Region, and they are led by head coach Mr. Caleb Money, and his assistant is Miss Lindsay Blaylock. Got a chance to say hello and meet Mr. Caleb Money just a few minutes ago. Congratulations to Coach Money and his wife. They are expecting the birth of their child, and Coach Money says any day now. He also says he has a buddy pass just in case he gets a phone call while he is on the road. And there you see the Lady Bruins out there on the court. Trinity Baptist College Eagles lining up with head coach Miss Judy Allen and her assistant coach Miss Alicia Drayton-Lewis as we're getting ready for game one of this women's and men's doubleheader between Trinity Baptist College and Piedmont International University. Lady Eagles have a record of 1 win and 13 losses overall on the season, but they are 1-2 here in NCCAA Division II South Region play. They have beaten Toccoa Falls College, and they have fallen to Bob Jones University, and last night to Trinity College of Florida. More information about these teams and some individual numbers as we get going in just a moment. In fact, right now we're going to turn it over to the scorers table for prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups.
For an exciting NCCAA basketball. Tonight, the Piedmont from North Carolina versus your very own Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for our opening prayer?
What city? What city are you?
Lord, we come before you today. We'd like to thank you for this moment today that you've given us. Pray that we have a good and safe game, and that everything we do, that we bring honor and glory to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. And now, the starting lineup. We're visiting Piedmont from North Carolina. Number 1, Ashley Lane. Number 2, Amanda Scott. Number 20, Melissa Angela. Number 22, Ariana Rum. Number 24, Kanai Kessler. And now, the starting lineup for Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Number 1, Megan Williams. Number 4, Diamond Alford. Number 13, Ryan Hill. Number 34, Destiny Green. Number 21, Adriana Zilla.
And there you see the starting lineups out on the court. We're just a moment or so away from opening tip-off between the Bruins from Piedmont International University and the Eagles of Trinity Baptist College. Piedmont International University from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. As we said, led by head coach Mr. Caleb Money and the Eagles, Miss Judy Allen. Players are lined up, ready to go. The Niall Kessler for Piedmont International will jump up against Trinity's Destiny Green. Eagles, the home team, but wearing their black road jerseys. And Piedmont in the traditional home whites, even though they're on the road down here in Jacksonville. That tip-off will be redone. And now we are underway, and the Eagles win the opening tip. Ball stolen away immediately by Ariane Rump, who averages 9.6 points per game for the Lady Bruins. They are led by Ashley Lane at 11.8, but Amaya Scott tops them all at 13.6. A three-point shot from Kessler, but the Bruins do get the rebound inside and a foul. Diamond Alford with the first foul of the ball game. So Rumpf at the line, shooting two. Ball game just underway. Pull up a chair. A lot of exciting college basketball coming your way this afternoon. Rumpf with the first of two. It is good. And we have a 1-0 score. We don't see that very often. Have it at the moment, pending free throw number 2. It is up and off the rim into the hands of Destiny Green. Eagles on the move. Green got across the timeline, nearly backed up a step too much. But Eagles do maintain possession. 10-minute quarters here in women's college basketball. Phillips over in the right corner, guarded by 2. It's knocked out of bounds by Ashley Lane. Leading scorer on the court for the Eagles, Destiny Green. Latecomer to the roster, but in her 5 games, she has averaged 12.6. Good to see Shay Jackson over on the sidelines. Unfortunately for her and the Eagles, she is out for the season. She had surgery on an injured leg. Green's three-point shot off the rim. And a good tap up front by Amaya Scott. She's going to take it all the way, get the basket, and draw the foul. Basket is good. Foul on Destiny Green. That is her first and team foul number 2. Lane at the line, shooting one more. It is good. Set up. 4-0 in favor of the Bruins. Started to talk about Amaya Scott at 13.6 points per game. She's also a 41% three-point shooter. Bruins with the steal and a very quick transition. Ashley Lane puts it away with the layup, and it's 6-0. And a timeout for Coach Judy Allen at 8:41 in the first quarter. Piedmont has scored the game's first 6 points. 30-second timeout. Shay Jackson was leading the Eagles at 13 points per game at the time of her injury. The junior from Jacksonville, Florida, does have another year. Let's hope she's healed very quickly, not just for basketball, just for her own daily life. She's a terrific young lady. Again, a junior from right here in Jacksonville. At the line, she was shooting 84%, hitting 21 out of 25 free throws, and 36.5% from three-point range. So, Shay, we wish you well. Hope to see you back on the court next year. 6-0 Bruins lead. Eagles with possession. Ball slapped over the hill, long pass, and a little bit too high and out of the reach of Aniana Phillips. And a turnover gives it up to the Bruins. .8:26 and counting here in period number 1. Long pass up court. And a blocked shot. Destiny Green rejects beneath the angle. Eagles with a chance to get on the board. Diamond Alford inside the paint to the hole. Underhand layup. No, it does not go. Ball tapped around out of bounds, and it's Eagles basketball. Ashley Lane already with 5 of the Bruins' 6 points. A freshman from Niceville, Florida. And Coach Money told me her family may very well be in attendance here in Jacksonville. 3-point shot from Phillips off the rim. Destiny Green with the rebound, but her pass is stolen away. That's Ashley Lane, young lady we just talked about, on the move. 1-on-2, and the short jumper is good. And Lane already with 7 points, more than halfway to her season average already, 11.8. Good and around the right side. Ball knocked down into the hands of Lane. Amaya Scott now on the move all the way in for the bucket. That is bucket number 2 for Amaya Scott. She is another freshman on this roster, and the 2 newcomers, Lane and Scott, putting up all the points on the board so far. 10-0 Bruins lead. 7 minutes left in the first period. Phillips from outside the arc, and the three-pointer is good. First basket for the Eagles. That is Aviana Phillips with a 3. 25% from behind the line. She averages 6.5 points per game. Aviana Phillips. Phillips with the rebound. Pass inside to Green, finds Gooden outside, just inside the arc. Rather a 2-point shot, and a good one from Gooden. Megan Gooden averages 7.3 points per game. She's also 25% from behind the arc. That one was a 2, however. 10-5 Bruins. This shot does not fall from Kessler, and the Eagles with the rebound. Piedmont scored the first 10. Trinity has come back with 5. Phillips will slow things down, back it up near midcourt. Diamond Alford at the top of the key. Phillips thought about a 3, but was well guarded. And this one knocked down into the hands of Lane. Now Destiny Green could not keep it in bounds. Good defensive play, but just a little bit out of her reach to maintain possession. 2 substitutions for the Bruins. Number 4 is Sophie Barnes, and number 13 is Alicia Cumberbatch. It is Cumberbatch, a 75% free throw shooter and averaging 10 points per game. Overall, the Bruins score 58.6 points per game. Outside the arc, 3-point attempt, no good from Barnes. Alford on the move, 1-on-3. Pull up is blocked, and a foul. Ariane Rump will pick up her first and send Diamond Alford to the line. Piedmont men's team in the bleachers. We're going to see them on the court taking on Coach John Jones and his TBC Eagles. That game's scheduled for 4 p.m. Alford's free throw, no good. Trinity Baptist defeated Johnson University of Florida this past Tuesday night. Chandler Rivers hitting a buzzer beater to give the Eagles a 2-point win. Alford hits 1 out of 2. Eagles have cut the 10-point deficit down to 4. It's 10-6. I see Natalia Lopez not dressed out. She's had a hand injury. She played last night with that hand injury, getting the day off to give that hand a chance to heal. So Coach Allen down one more player. And this foul is called. Sienna Robinson, that is team foul number 3, and 2 shots coming up for Ariane Rumpf. She hit 1 out of 2 just a little while ago. First of 2 is in the hole. Ariane Rumpf, a freshman from Norcross, Georgia, played her basketball at Meadow Creek High School. PIUBruins.com is what's giving us all this information. We get opportunities to let you know the remaining schedules for both the Bruins and the Eagles. Destiny Green for 3 off the side of the rim and rebounded by Rumpf. Lane taking it inside the paint, and she will go to the line. Destiny Green with foul number 2. Team foul number 4 on the Eagles. And shooting 2, number 1, Ashley Lane. She's hit her only free throw so far today. Already with 7 points. Still have 4.5 left in the first period. Free throw number 1, a little bit too strong. Megan Gooden back onto the court, and Green will head to the sidelines. Lane missed her first. She's at the line for number 2. It is up and in. So far, an 8-point first quarter for Ashley Lane. It's 12-6 Piedmont. Alford outside to Gooden. 3-point shot is too strong. Robinson the rebound. Second chance, no good. It was partially blocked. And this loose ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by Lane. So Eagles with another opportunity to cut that deficit back down to 4. Aviana Phillips directing traffic for the Eagles. Bounce pass inside to Alford. Gets around 1. Turnaround jump shot off the rim. Alford's able to pick it up off the floor, keep it alive for the Eagles. 3-point shot off the rim again. Robinson with the rebound. Third opportunity coming up for the Eagles, and it's off the foot of number 4, Sophie Barnes. So the Eagles will get to inbound. Lost only 4 seconds off the shot clock. Six-point Bruins lead. Shayna Hill on the sidelines. Now Gooden ready to set up an opportunity. Hill is a 3-point shooter. Shot clock is down to 10. Alford for 3 off the rim. And rebound from Zanaya Kessler. And the Bruins have a chance to extend a current 6-point lead. Long pass down court to Cumberbatch. Ball is stolen away, and Cumberbatch knocks it out of bounds. Good defense by Diamond Alford, getting the ball back for her team. 3:10 left in the first. Bruins lead 12-6. Remember, Piedmont scored 10 to get us started. Trinity came back with 5, and at the moment it is 12-6. Gooden just inside the arc, pull-up jumper, and a beauty from Megan Gooden, her second score. Cuts the deficit down to 4. Lane will slow things up for the Bruins. Three-pointer right from the top of the arc, no good. Nice rebound by Rumpf. Bounce pass inside. A whistle before the shot. 3-second violation. That'll turn it back over to Trinity with a chance to cut the deficit down to 2. Good run by the Eagles, down 10-0. It's now 12-8, so an 8-2 run for Trinity Baptist. And they have a chance to cut it down to 2. Aviana Phillips at the Trinity Christian Academy logo. And this pass gets away from Alford. Picked up by the Bruins. Scott finds Rumpf down court. And a foul on Shayna Hill coming from behind. And that'll send Rumpf to the line. That is number 1 on Hill. Team foul number 5. There's no 1-and-1 in women's basketball. 4 fouls in a quarter puts a team at the bonus, which is 2 shots for each foul. Ariane Rumpf is 2 out of 4. And she shoots 75% from the line on the season. And she hits the first of 2. 13-8, pending free throw number 2. Rumpf's second shot is good, so she hits them both. All 4 of her points in this quarter have come from the line. She is 4 for 6. Eagles trail 14-8. Clock coming up on 2 minutes left. Hill found Alford. 3-point shot is a little too strong. And Charlita Hackett with the rebound and a whistle on the right side of the court. Shayna Hill called for her second foul. That is team foul number 6. So 2 free throws coming up for Charlita Hackett. Hackett averages 2.8 points per game. 50% from the line on the season. The first of 2 does not go. (14-8). Piedmont leads at the moment. Number 2 from Hackett. Little too strong. And Megan Gooden with the rebound. Shayna Hill brings it up court. 1-on-2 to the hole. Off the rim. No good. Engel with the board. Opportunity for the Eagles. They come up empty. Scott pulls up. Misses the shot. Hard contact underneath and a foul. That'll be called on Sophie Barnes. That is her first. Or check that, it was called on Diamond Alford, both of them wearing number 4. Official held up 4 fingers first. Called on Alford, that's her second, and it's Barnes at the line for 2. First of 2 is good. Nice shot from Sophie Barnes. 2.8 points per game. And free throw number 2 is up and good. Barnes has not had many free throw opportunities on the season, but she has hit every one that she has taken, including these 2 that you just saw. And this one's out of bounds. Hackett with the defensive play, but Eagles maintain possession with 22 seconds on the shot clock and 1:26 on the game clock. Closing minutes of the first quarter. 16-8 Bruins lead. Eagles got to within 4, but Piedmont has scored the last 6. Phillips for 3, off the rim, and rebound by the Bruins. That was Charlita Hackett. Bruins lead by 8, just under a minute. Scott for 3, in and out. It looked good coming out of her hands. On the floor, 2 players fighting for it, and a traveling violation called on Sophie Barnes. Ball spun around the rim, came out on that 3-point attempt by Amaya Scott. She's hit 41% of her free throws. That's Amaya Scott we're talking about. 7 out of 17 coming into today's ball game. So a good job from beyond the arc by the freshman Amaya Scott. Scott playing for her hometown team. She's from Winston-Salem. Turnaround jumper, a good shot by Gooden. And she has 6 points. Shot clock does not matter now as we're under 20 seconds left on the game clock. Scott loses control. Megan is tripped from behind and a foul called on Amaya Scott. That is her first. And the Eagles will inbound with 10.7 seconds left to get off a shot. They trail 16-10. Clock down to 5. Shayna Hill finds Gooden for 3. No, a little too strong and out of bounds. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with the score: Piedmont International 16, Trinity Baptist College 10. You just saw Chandler Rivers. You see him now on the screen heading over to the corner. He's a gentleman that leads Eagles men's basketball with that buzzer beater. You're about to see Coach Jones walk in front of the camera. He's getting ready to lead his gentlemen on against Piedmont International at about 4 p.m. After today, Piedmont International will travel to Johnson & Wales University in Charlotte, North Carolina. In fact, they're going to play their next 2 games, according to their schedule on their website, against Johnson & Wales, one at Johnson and the other one at home. That is February 1st and then February 15th is what it says on PIUBruins.com. February 17th, Bruins will host Warren Wilson in Asheville, from Asheville, North Carolina. Monday the 19th, a home game against Mid-Atlantic Christian. February 20th, a home game with Hiawassee, and close out the regular season at Appalachian Bible College in Mount Hope, West Virginia. So those are the remaining games for the Lady Bruins. At our next opportunity, we'll let you know what the Eagles have in store as they finish out the regular season in these next few weeks. Piedmont will inbound, starting off the second quarter, leading 16-10. 8 of those 16 coming from Ashley Lane. She averages 11.8. So very close to her season average already as we just now started quarter number 2. Bruins work it around. Now throw it to the left corner. 3-point shot and a beauty from Ariane Rump. Her first field goal. She has 4 free throws and now a total of 7 points. Rump averaging 9.6 points per game. 3-pointer for Phillips. Onto the floor. Rather, that was Faith Devon with that 3-point attempt. Long pass down court. Reverse layup does not go. Faith Devon joined the Eagles roster just a couple of weeks ago. She's played some very solid defense for Coach Judy Allen. Green finds Alfred outside for 3 off the rim. Green with the rebound and a whistle underneath. 2 shots coming up for Destiny Green. Foul called on Ariane Rumpf. That is her second and first team foul of period number 2. Destiny Green at the line shooting 2. She is 3 for 6 at the line this season. She also joined the roster just a couple of weeks ago. That first one is good. And as we said at the opening, in her 5 games, she's averaging 12.6 points per game. Free throw number 2 is good. 19-12, thinking Bruins, Bob Jones University. We see them quite a bit in all sports, soccer and basketball. These are the Lady Bruins of Piedmont International University. 3-point shot off the rim. That was Ariane Rump. In fact, the Eagles are going to host Bob Jones Bruins next Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. So Bruins on the brain here at Trinity Baptist College. This one shot off the rim. Gooden with the rebound off the glass. And a jump ball as Anaya Kessler got her hands on it. It is Trinity basketball. That does turn the possession over to the Bruins at the next jump ball opportunity. Remember, we told you that Eagles baseball won game 1 6-0. In just a few minutes, game 2 against Florida National University should be getting underway. Jacksonville's own Matt Carter will be on the hill as the Eagles try to take the series 2-1 by sweeping this doubleheader. Florida National won 4-0 last night. John Shiver, tell you what he did last night in just a moment. Green shot, no good. Second chance does not go. Rebound by Lane. Shiver struck out the first 5 men of the ball game to open that game. And there's a foul, and that's going to be against Faith Devon, and that is her first. Team foul number 1 on the Eagles. Heading to the line, number 2, Amaya Scott. Shiver pitched 4 scoreless innings of 1-hit ball, and he struck out 9. Florida National scored 4 runs late in the ball game to win it 4-0. Eagles evened up the series earlier this afternoon. Free throw number 2 coming up. It is off the rim, over near the corner, slapped out of bounds by Amaya Scott. Eagles ball. 7:58 left to go here in half number 1, quarter number 2. Bruins lead it 19-12. Bounce pass to Alford at the top of the lane. He backs it up outside the arc. Ball knocked away by Cumberbatch. And the Bruins have a chance to top the 20-point mark on this possession. Sienna Robinson at the table, waiting to check in for Coach Judy Allen. Shot clock at 7. Turnaround jumper blocked by Green. That was Kessler trying to keep it in bounds, but it passes the sideline and goes over to the Eagles, who trail 19-12 with 7:16 left. And a stop in play as Robinson checks in, and Faith Devon will head off. Hopefully we'll get some updates about that baseball game. It is a home series for Trinity Baptist College. They're going to play a 3-game series away next week and then 10 consecutive home games. Green pull-up jumper, it's good. 4 points in the second quarter for Destiny Green, and the Eagles have cut the deficit back down to 5. Biggest lead for Piedmont has been 10. That started off the ball game. Shot clock down to 12. 3-pointer for Lane. It's good. Ashley Lane was wide open. No Eagles defender around, and she took advantage with the terrific 3-point shot. 11 points now for Ashley Lane. Alford will shoot a 3 off the rim. Gooden will chase it down. Green right at the midcourt line, able to get it outside to Hill. 3-pointer misses everything, and a rebound from Alicia Cumberbatch. Here comes Ashley Lane into the lane and loses control of the ball, but she will go to the line. That foul's on Shayna Hill, and that is number 3. And 2 free throws coming up for Lane. Lane ready at the line. First of 2 is good. Shalita Hackett will check in for Coach Caleb Money, and she'll head back to the defensive end of the court. Stepping off is Cumberbatch. Faith Devon back in for Trinity, and Megan Gooden heads over to the side. Nope. Looks like Gooden is staying in the game. And free throw number 2 for Lane is also good, so she hits them both, and she is 4 out of 5 from the charity stripe with a total of 13 points here in the first half. Destiny Green, pass inside, knocked away but off Hackett and out of bounds. It stays with the Eagles. Shot clock is going to be reset to 20 seconds. Green passes inside to Devon, backed it up, and a whistle. Reach-in foul. 2 players in the vicinity. It is called on Lane. That is her first, and team foul number 2. So the Eagles get a fresh 30 seconds. Trailing by 10, 24-14. Alford backs it up. Now tries to go inside, off the glass, no good, and Hackett with the rebound. Traveling violation called on Hackett before she was able to get off the pass, and the Eagles catch a break. They had gotten to within 5, trailing by 10 with 5:40 left in the period. Our official scorekeeper today is Clayton McDaniel. During halftime, we'll check over the numbers, make sure we have everything correct. Alford at the free throw line does not go, and Bruins keep it in bounds, and they'll bring it up court slowly. Alford on the defensive lane. Pass to the corner. Scott pulls up from just outside the lane and banks it in off the glass. 6 points for Amaya Scott, and it's a 26-14 lead for Piedmont International. Gooden for 3 from the corner, off the rim. Bounce does not go through, but the Eagles pick up the rebound. Green outside to Alford for 3. Again off the rim, and this loose ball grabbed by Scott. Trying to go all the way, she will not get the layup. Second chance blocked by Green, a late whistle. Well after the play, and Green does not like the call, but that is foul number 3 on Destiny Green. Green, a sophomore from Sanford, Florida. That was a late whistle, but it sends Kessler to the line for 2. She hits her first. First point for Zanaya Kessler, now 1 out of 3. Sophie Barnes back in, and Amaya Scott checks out. Kessler's second free throw, off the rim. Alford picks it up off the floor, and a jump ball. This time Piedmont has possession. 4:35 left in the half. 27 for Piedmont, 14 for Trinity. Long pass over the head of Kessler, but she's able to track it down. Lane from the corner comes inside, misses the short jumper. Bruins rebound, and the pass is stolen away by Sienna Robinson. Now Green will bring it up court for the Eagles. Three-point shot from Alford off the rim. Rebound Manifa Engel, and the Bruins have a chance to extend the lead. It currently stands at 13. Lane finds Kessler from beyond the arc, off the backboard. Rebound from Hackett, no good. And a reach-in foul will be called on Charlotta Hackett. That will be her first. Team foul number 3. Each team with 3 fouls, so it essentially puts the opposition in the bonus for the remainder of quarter number 2. Aviana Phillips brings it up for the Eagles. Zone defense by the Bruins. Gooden finds Green. Steps to the inside, jump shot, yes! 6 points for Green, all in the second quarter. 27-16. 3:23 and counting here in quarter number 2. And a timeout for Coach Caleb Money. Looks like he indicated a 30-second timeout. And it comes with 3:20 left in the second quarter. Piedmont 27, Trinity 16. After today, the Lady Eagles travel down to Temple Terrace, Florida to play at Florida College. That's on Tuesday the 30th. We told you next Friday afternoon, Bob Jones University comes to Jacksonville. That's a 2 o'clock start time. Saturday, February 3rd, the Lady Eagles travel west on I-10 to Pensacola Christian. Then on the 6th, down to Trinity College of Florida. 3 consecutive home games finish off the season. Pensacola Christian on the 13th, Toccoa Falls on February 16th, and Wesleyan College on the 17th. Trinity Baptist College will host the South Region Tournament for women's basketball, and TBC will also host the Bible College NIT men and women's tournaments as well. Traveling violation called on Zanaya Kessler, so the Eagles, trailing at the moment by 11, can cut the deficit down to single digits on this possession. That South Region tournament scheduled for February 22nd through the 24th, and the women's NIT March 1st to 3rd, as well as the men's. Foul on the floor called on Zanaya Kessler. That is her first, team foul number 4. Substitution for the Bruins. Amaya Scott back onto the court in place of Sophie Barnes. 30-second timeout for Coach Judy Allen. 2:59 left to go in quarter number 2. The Eagles trail 27-16. The men's game scheduled to tip off at 4 p.m. We will have it live here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. We will end this event at the conclusion of the women's game and start a brand new one just a couple of minutes before tip-off. So stay tuned here on TBC Eagles on YouTube. Of course, we stream also most of the baseball games as well. We were able to do last night's ball game. You can still catch that. And we're going to have almost every game on TBC Eagles on YouTube. It's also the first season of Eagles softball. They're going to play much of their opening schedule, though, on the road. And it'll be mid-March before we have a home game for women's softball led by head coach Ashley Forsyth. Of course, we want to lift up prayers to the Forsyth family and the loss of her grandfather earlier this week. So prayers are up for Coach Ashley Forsyth and her family. And that is Scott taking it to the hole and the layup, giving her a total of 8. And the Bruins 29, they lead by 13. Devon outside the arc finds Gooden, knocked away by Lane. She's going to take it all the way by herself, the easy layup, and Lane already with 15 points. 2:15 on the clock here in the first half. 15-point lead for the Bruins. So Ashley Lane has the current lead margin for Piedmont International. Outside to Robinson, she can't hang on. 2 minutes left to go, and a substitution for Trinity Baptist. Diamond Alford and Shayna Hill both checking in. Heading off is Megan Gooden and Faith Devon. Vaughn already back at the table. So you'll probably see her at the next whistle. Bounce pass to Kessler. Then she takes a pass back from the corner underneath. Layup does not go. Hackett rebounds. Three-pointer for Scott. Off the rim. Hackett another rebound. She's done a good job grabbing the boards here in this first half. That's a 2-point shot from Manifa Engel. Her first score of the game, and the lead is now 17. Green finds Alford inside the paint. Two Bruins get hands on the ball. A jump ball will give it to the Eagles. They have possession, but that could be a break for Piedmont, because that means, barring another jump ball situation, Piedmont will inbound when we start quarter number 3. Shot clock will be reset to 15, now 14 seconds. Long pass to Hill. Takes it to the hole, off the glass, does not go. Kessler with the rebound. Long pass. Hackett gets it back outside the lane. Shot clock at 16. Under a minute to go in the quarter. Green knocks it down. Hill picks it up. Takes it to the lane. It's knocked away by Scott. And Scott with a great defensive play. She throws it back in and hits it off Green and gets the ball for Piedmont International. Ariane Rumpf back in for Hackett. .44 seconds left to go. 33 for Piedmont, 16 for the Eagles. Nice move by Kessler, but Destiny Green got her hand on it to keep it out of the basket. Blocked shot for Destiny Green. Bounce pass to Hill, three-pointer from the corner, no good. And the rebound by Scott. And she's going to try to take it all the way. Alford comes from behind. However, Scott's able to lay it in, giving her now 10 points. 5 seconds on the clock. It's winding down. Alford 1-on-2. Jump shot does not go, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. 35-16 in favor of Piedmont International. We will have a 15-minute halftime. We'll come back in 12 minutes to recap the first half and get ready for quarter number 3 here on YouTube Live TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College, where Piedmont International Lady Bruins lead Trinity Baptist 35-16. Under 3 minutes left in the halftime intermission, and you just saw a moment ago on the court, Eagles men's team getting some shots in at halftime in preparation for their game against the Gentlemen Bruins of Piedmont International University. That game is scheduled to tip off at 4 p.m. No word yet on what's going on the baseball field. Game 2 between Trinity Baptist College and Florida National University. Eagles did win game 1 of today's doubleheader, and that ties the series at a game apiece. And Eagles hopefully will sweep this doubleheader and win the series 2-1. In the first half of this ball game we have right here in front of you, I did have a few players mixed up on shots. Thank you to Clayton McDaniel, official scorekeeper. Helping out with these totals, Ashley Lane has 12 points in the first half. Amaya Scott with 11, Sophie Barnes and Monifa Engel each with 2. Ariane Rumpf has 5, and Zanaya Kessler 3 points, all 3 of those coming at the free throw line. That's 35 for Piedmont International. 19 of those points came in the second quarter. For the Eagles, Destiny Green and Megan Gooden each have 6. Aviana Phillips has hit a 3-pointer, and Diamond Alford has 1 point for the Eagles. Foul situation, Trinity has 2 players with 3 fouls, Shayna Hill and Destiny Green. 2 for Diamond Alford and 1 each from Sienna Robinson and Faith Devon. No Piedmont players in foul danger. Ariane Rumpf has 2, but only 1 apiece from Ashley Lane, Amaya Scott, Sherlita Hackett, Alicia Cumberbatch, and Zanaya Kessler. Rebounds are pretty even. Piedmont has 17 to Trinity Baptist's 14. Monifa Engel of Piedmont and Destiny Green of Trinity lead the rebounding battle with 4 each. Almost everyone who's been on the court has picked up at least 1 rebound. Sherlita Hackett has 3 and 7.5 minutes of work for Piedmont. 2 apiece from Faith Devon, Megan Gooden, and Shayna Hill. And then there are 2 team rebounds listed. That happens when it's a little difficult to tell who might have gotten a tip in. Well, Trinity is going to inbound as we start quarter number 3. Halftime clock, as you heard, coming to an end. 10 minutes will go back up onto the scoreboard clock. 35 for Piedmont International, 16 for Trinity Baptist. Third quarter just about ready to get underway. Destiny Green having a conversation with the official as we wait word to get things resumed here at Trinity Baptist College. There's the whistle, and we are back underway. Eagles trail by 19, starting off quarter number 3, and this inbound pass is good, but the pass down court knocked away, and Zanaya Kessler on the move for Piedmont. And we're going to have a foul over on the left sideline. That is Shayna Hill, and that is foul number 4. Team foul number 1 here in quarter number 3. Bruins lead 35-16. Second half just underway. Kessler finds Scott on the right side. She goes 1-on-3 and draws the foul. Foul called on Megan Gooden. That is her first. And 2 free throws coming up for Amaya Scott. She has hit her only free throw here this afternoon. That came in the first quarter. Team foul number 2 on the Eagles. Free throw is a little bit off to the left. Maya Scott hasn't had many free throw opportunities this season, but she hits 1 out of 2 here, and that gives her an even dozen. 20-point lead for the Bruins. Ball knocked away by Scott. It'll stay with the Eagles with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Gentleman in the background waving hello is Marquise Duncanson, a member of the Trinity Baptist College men's basketball team, one of the leading scorers on the Eagles roster. Bounce pass knocked away and grabbed by Ashley Lane. Outside to Kessler. She takes it in and gets the layup off the glass. That is her first field goal. She now has 5 points. Outside to Alford. She finds Devon, puts in the short jump shot, and Faith Devon on the board. 20-point lead for Piedmont. 8:25 and counting. Kessler tries to find teammate Monifa Engel, but the ball gets away, and Trinity will take control. 8:18 left in the third quarter. And this one knocked away by Lane, out of bounds. Eagles keep possession of the shot clock at 21. Aviana Phillips near midcourt. Lane got a hand on it, but Trinity keeps control. Alford takes it to the hole. Her first field goal, she now has 3. Nice job by the Eagles recovering from the ball that was knocked away, getting the ball inside. Shot attempt from Engel, no good. Rebound Alford. Good in, bounce pass to Green. She takes it back outside. Phillips open, thought about a 3, pump fake, takes this one off to the left. Long pass down court to Kessler. The layup hits the bottom of the backboard. Green didn't get a hand on it, but she did force Kessler to change her shot, and that resulted in the ball hitting the bottom of the board. And the Eagles bring it up court quickly, and Green not ready for it, but Faith Devon right there, and a foul underneath. That's going to go against Rumpf. If I have it correct, that is her 3rd. That is team foul number 1 on the Bruins. Substitution for each team. Number 13 for Piedmont is Alicia Cumberbatch, and number 11 for Trinity is Sienna Robinson. New shot clock at 30. Green able to corral the pass from Green, or rather to Alford, and a 3-point attempt from Phillips off to the right. This one's out of bounds. Last touch by Destiny Green, so Piedmont with possession and an 18-point lead at the 6:51 mark of quarter number 3. Long pass to Scott in the left corner, takes it inside and gets the layup off the glass. 14 points for Amaya Scott. She is a leading scorer on the court. Bounce pass to Green, turnaround jumper off the rim. 2 players collide, there's no call. Both get up, everyone's all right. Bruins on the quick transition, and Faith Devon will be called for the blocking foul. And Amaya Scott will head to the line. Yes, she was in the act of shooting. So Scott with 2 free throws coming her way. She's 2 for 3 this afternoon. And the first one rolls around and comes out. Megan Gooden back in. Sienna Robinson heading off. Free throw number 2 from Amaya Scott is off the front of the rim, and Green rebounds. The lead is 20 for the Bruins. Gooden trying to find Green, but the ball's tipped. Now loose on the floor. Still battle, and it's out of bounds. And it's going to be Trinity basketball. Substitution for the Bruins. Sophie Barnes back onto the court. Scott heads to the sidelines. Phillips for 3. It is off the rim. Ashley Lane slows it down after she passes a strike. Barnes just inside the arc. And a rebound from Cumberbatch. Second chance does not go. Simon Alford bringing it up for Trinity. Dishes it off to Phillips. Devon steps inside, and now the Eagles work it around to the right. Green from inside the arc, off the rim, out of bounds. Last touch by Kessler. Trinity basketball. It hit the rim, so a full 30 seconds on the shot clock. Gooden trying to get inside. Work back out to Devon with the great jump shot. Faith Devon has hit 2 shots here in the third quarter. She has 4 points. It's an 18-point Piedmont International lead. We just passed the 5-minute mark of quarter number 3. Three-pointer for Kessler. It's good. Zanaya Kessler drains a 3. And now Piedmont with its biggest lead, 21 points. 43-22. Green off the glass and in the hole. Destiny Green now with 8. Terrific move, very aggressive, and got the layup off the glass. Bounce pass to the corner for Cumberbatch. She tries to find Kessler, but Devon with that defensive play giving the Eagles possession. This one knocked away and grabbed by Ashley Lane. Here comes Lane, 1-on-2. She finds help underneath. The layup does not go from Engel, but Engel gets her own rebound. Lane backs it up. Kessler on the right side. Bounce pass, Cumberbatch for 3 off the rim into the hands of Destiny Green. Phillips brings it across the timeline. 3:12 and counting here in quarter number 3. Megan Gooden backing things up. Shot clock at 6. Pass is stolen away. That is Ariane Rumpf on the defense, and now Phillips takes one of her own. Finds Gooden on the right side, 1-on-2. Now she backs it up to Vaughn just inside the stripe. And the ball is stuck up on the rim. And that is going to give possession to Piedmont International. That is akin to being out of bounds. Very unusual play. I guess the ball needed to take a break. Found a place it liked. Got a few seconds of rest. Piedmont takes over at 2:48. Leading 43-24. Well, we've seen the ball go into the concession stands for refreshments before, and today we see it take a nap. Hey, the ball gets tired. Bouncing around, hitting off rims. You'd want to break two. In the corner, and a whistle. This one is going to be Trinity basketball. Oh no, Piedmont basketball. Really no signal given out loud to seeing what the call was about. And now we have a timeout at 2:30 left in the third, and Piedmont leading 43-24. First horn indicating time to get back onto the court. 2.5 left in the third quarter. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Bruins to get off a shot. They lead by 21. No, make that 19. 43-24. Leading scorer on the court, Amaya Scott with 14. Followed by Ashley Lane at 12. For the Eagles, Megan Gooden and Destiny Green. Gooden with 6, Green with 8. Three-pointer shot for Lane off the rim. Alford bringing it up court for the Eagles, going 1-on-2 to the hole, off the rim, it does not go. Devon with the loose ball rebound. Three-pointer for Alford, bounces around, does not fall. Now Piedmont gets down court quickly. That's Amaya Scott with the basket. Give the assist to Monifa Engel. Great pass, hit her target on the run, and Scott got the easy layup. Green in the corner, steps inside. Shot clock at 7. Phillips to Gooden. Outside to Alford. Gets it off just before the buzzer, but it did not hit the rim, so that is a shot clock violation, and it's Bruins basketball. Sienna Robinson back onto the court for Diamond Alford. 1.5 left here in the third quarter. 21-point lead for Piedmont. Lane taking her time, finds Engel in the corner. Scott now hits Hackett, and Hackett with the layup. That's her first field goal, her first score, and it's 47-24. Good ball movement by the Lady Bruins. Devon outside to Gooden. Phillips guarded by 2. Gooden off the glass, no. Loose ball on the floor and a foul. It's called on Amaya Scott. That's number 2 and team foul number 2. 45.3 seconds left on the clock. Bounce pass, gets away, but Devon's able to corral it. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. Last touch by the Bruins. Eagles keep possession with 19 seconds on the shot clock. Game clock reads 34.8. Green takes the pass back. Shot off the rim. She chases it down. Second chance. And she will draw a foul and go to the line, or is it called on the floor? Well, the foul was called away from the ball, so that's why it is on the floor. Hackett with her second personal, team foul number 3. Eagles will inbound, and this one is out of reach, and it will go over to Piedmont. Shot clock is off as we're under 30 seconds left in quarter number 3. Lane finding comeback, misses a three-point attempt. Eagles have 7 seconds. Clock at 3. Long three-point shot from Gooden off the glass and in. Megan Gooden beats the buzzer, gets the bank, and a three-point play, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. With the score 47-27 in favor of Piedmont International. Again, after today, Piedmont will travel to Johnson & Wales University in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then they will host Johnson & Wales. Those games are February 1st and February 15th. Then on Saturday, February 17th, starts a 3-game homestand. Warren Wilson, Mid-Atlantic Christian University on the 19th, and Hiawassee College on the 20th. Final regular season game for Piedmont is at Appalachian Bible College. That is on February 26th. For the Eagles, after today, trip down south to Florida College. That's this coming Tuesday night. Next Friday afternoon, Bob Jones University is right here in Jacksonville. 2 p.m. tip-off time. Coach Allen will take her team to Pensacola on February 3rd. That's a 5:30 Central Time tip-off. On the 6th at Trinity College of Florida. Then a 3-game homestand to end the regular season. February 13th against Pensacola, 16th against Toccoa Falls, and 17th against Wesleyan College. Those are the final regular season games for Piedmont International and Trinity Baptist women's basketball. 10 minutes left to go. We're just about ready to start quarter number 4. Diamond Alford will inbound for Trinity. Checking to make sure the arrow is correct. And Eagles with the opening possession of quarter number 4. Barnes with the steal. And Piedmont leads by 20, hasn't a chance to extend it even further. In the corner is Cumberbatch. Green knocks it away. Kessler picks it up off the floor. Another loose ball. This one grabbed by Megan Gooden. Here come the Eagles. Looking for a chance to cut into the deficit. Phillips will set up a good scoring opportunity. Devon open in the left corner. Gooden on the right side. Steps in, jump shot, misses. Pulled down by Amaya Scott. She takes it all the way for the layup. It does not fall. And Faith Devon is there to pick up the rebound. Missed opportunity for Amaya Scott. And here come the Eagles with Green pulling up. Jump shot off the rim. Scott with the rebound. And a timeout for Coach Allen at 8:43. And Piedmont leading 47-27. Well, apparently Coach Allen decided she didn't want that timeout. So Eagles inbound quickly, coming up on 8.5 left. Eagles working around to the left. Alford underneath, off the glass, no good. Destiny Green rebounds. Phillips for three. Aviana Phillips with her second three-pointer of the game. She now has a total of 6. Scott at midcourt, trying to take it all the way, pull up inside the lane. Here come the Eagles after Gooden pulls down the rebound. Jump shot just outside the paint, and Green gets the bounce. It goes in, and now she is in double digits. 10 points for Destiny Green, 47-32. Eagles were down by 22 not long ago, and a traveling violation on Kessler will give it back to Trinity. Right now the deficit stands at 15, and you hear the Eagles fans cheering on their team, looking and hoping for a good comeback for Trinity Baptist College. Green thought about a three. Instead, she finds Alford inside. Piedmont steals it away. Kessler gets around Gooden and Devon, and is called for travel. So Eagles possession, 7:16 left on the clock. And a couple of substitutions for Piedmont. Gooden finds Green, but the ball's knocked away. Good defense by Ariane Rump. Piedmont will slow it down, leading by 15. In the corner is Rump. This one's out of bounds. Last touch by Devon. So Piedmont keeps possession. Shot clock at 18. .17 to shoot, a three-point attempt. Looked like that one was about ready to take a nap, but stuck up momentarily, but decided it wanted to keep playing. Devon does not go. Great move, rebound, can't get the second chance to go. Devon did it just right. She followed her shot, got the rebound. Second chance, though, just a little bit too wide, and now a timeout for Coach Caleb Money. And the Lady Bruins at 6:34 left on the clock. Piedmont leading 47-32. Teams heading back out onto the court. Piedmont leads 47-32, 6:34 left to play. Eagles will inbound underneath their own goal. Three-point shot from Phillips. Doesn't get the bounce off the rim, but Diamond Alford is there to put it right back in. 5 points for Diamond Alford. Eagles on a run. They've cut the deficit down to 13. They were down 22 later in the third period. Bounce pass inside and a nice move by Ariane Rump. Puts the lead back up to 15. 6 minutes left. Good in, jump shot. Oh, it was halfway down and came out. Scott on the move, finds Kessler for the layup. Bad break for the Eagles. That ball had to have been at least halfway down. It bounced off the rim and came out, and it turned into a good 2-point quick transition for Kessler and the Bruins. Alford for three. It is in and out. Green is right there to put it back in. 12 points for Destiny Green. She's hit her season average. And the lead is now 15 for the Bruins. Kessler in the corner, 3-point shot off the top of the backboard. And Green with the rebound. Good in, finds Devon. That's a 2-point attempt off the rim. Slapped up, now on the floor, and grabbed by Ashley Lane. Pass inside, and that's going to send Rumpf to the line. Foul called on Devon. That is her third, and 2 free throws for Ariane Rumpf. She's 2 for 4. All 4 of those attempts in the first quarter. Official at the scorer's table, talking things over with Alexa Goodwin, making sure everything is in order. Point-wise, time-wise, foul-wise. That's the reason for the delay. At the moment, the scoreboard reads 49 for Piedmont, 36 for Trinity, 4:28 left. Official at the table is indicating 2 free throws are coming up for Rumpf. So everything seems to be in order. Rumpf's first free throw is good. Hackett at the table now coming in. And Kessler. No, not Kessler. Monifa Engel heads to the sidelines. So officials again talking with the scorer's table. And 1 more free throw now for Rumpf. She hit her first, and number 2 is off the rim into the hands of Diamond Alford. And 2 Bruins there. We'll see which one gets called. That is Amaya Scott. That is her third. And team foul number 1. Now another conversation at the table. And Eagles do inbound with 4:23 left to play. Destiny Green shot off the rim. Alford rebound. She finds Green for another opportunity. Jump shot. To the line goes Green for 2 shots. That foul's on Ariane Rumpf. That is number 4. And Destiny Green is at the line for 2. She's hit both of her free throw attempts. Those came in the second quarter. Green on the season coming in 50% from the line. And this one in and out does not go. Now 2 for 3 on the day. And back onto the court is Monifa Engel. (52-36), Piedmont leads, 4:10 left in the game. The delay is getting some moisture off the floor, making sure it stays safe for all the players. Green waiting to take free throw number 2. The men's teams for both Piedmont and Trinity in their locker rooms getting ready to take the court at the conclusion of this one. And Green's second free throw spins around, comes out, but Gooden with the rebound gets away from Green, but Diamond Alford's able to track it down. And the pass stolen by Scott. She's going all the way, and Gooden does not get there in time. Scott, second chance. And the Eagles with the opportunity to cut the deficit down even more. Right now it's 14. And the shot is up off the rim. Ashley Lane bringing it up slowly. Bruins can work down the clock as much as they can. They lead. Here's Scott with a bounce pass inside. Green got a hand on it for the rejection. And now Trinity with a chance to cut the deficit down a little bit more. Devon, a 2-point effort off the glass. Monifa Engel pulls it down. I believe I incorrectly said 14-point lead. It is 16, 52-36. We just passed the 3-minute mark. Allen outside. Rump, pull-up jumper, contact, no call. Second chance is good for Ashley Lane. She now has 14 and trails only Amaya Scott for the game high. Scott with 16. And a substitution timeout, official timeout, as Shayna Hill and Alicia Cumberbatch both in for their respective teams at 2:34 left in the game. .12 to shoot. Shot clock now down to 6. Shayna Hill, 2-point effort off the rim. And a nice rebound from Sophie Barnes. Loose ball now on the floor, grabbed by Alford. And a foul's called on Sophie Barnes. That is her first. Team foul number 2. And Diamond Alford with a terrific spin move. She got the basket and has a chance at a 3-point play. She has 7 pending this free throw. It is up and good. So 8 points now for Diamond Alford. The lead is 15 for Piedmont. This one is out of bounds, off the hands of Alford, so Piedmont keeps possession with 21 seconds on the shot clock. Just past the 2-minute mark. This one hits off Green, goes back out of bounds. Piedmont keeps possession. No time ran off either clock. Pass inside. Ashley Lane backs it up. Brings it to the line. Shot does not go, and a whistle underneath. Foul called on Sophie Barnes, her second, and team foul number 4. And a substitution for Piedmont. Zanaya Kessler in for Amaya Scott. And if that's the last we see of Scott, she takes 16 points to the bench. 1:48 left to play. Maya Scott had a very good game, and she is the leading scorer at the moment. And this one is out of bounds. Ashley Lane trails her by 2 points. Lane still on the floor. Gooden finds Green, who gets it underneath to Alford, and a beautiful spin move and the reverse layup puts Diamond Alford in double digits. 13-point lead for Piedmont. 1:15 left. And this one gets away. Pass intended for Cumberbatch. Eagles with possession. 1:12 left on the clock. Credit the Eagles. They put a terrific fourth quarter together to cut the deficit down. Right now it's 13. Bounce pass to Green. Outside. Gooden for three. Off the rim. And a rebound from Cumberbatch. Wayne with a chance to tie her teammate Scott for the game high, but a timeout called by Caleb Money. 30-second timeout with 44.3 seconds left, and Piedmont leading 54-41. Check that full timeout. Again, the Eagles putting together a very nice fourth quarter. They were down by 20 after the end of the third. Now trail by 13, so they've outscored Piedmont by 7 here in the fourth. But Piedmont had led by 22. That was their biggest margin of lead in this game, so Trinity has cut it down pretty nicely. However, we're under 45 seconds left on the clock. The men's game is scheduled to start at 4 p.m. That is approximately 21 minutes away from this moment. It is possible that game does start a few minutes late. We will end this event once this women's game ends, and we'll start a new one just a couple of minutes before tip-off when the men face Piedmont Trinity Baptist College Eagles, Piedmont International University Bruins. Those two teams played two barn burners last season. They split one. The visiting team won each game. Bruins inbound, 17 on the shot clock. Now 42 on the game clock. And a reach-in foul called on Diamond Alford. That is her third and team foul number 2. 37.7 left to go. Pass to the backcourt. Ashley Lane, guarded by Alford. Gets around 2. Inside to Cumberbatch, and her shot is blocked by Green. It is knocked out of bounds, and the shot clock buzzer rang. The official's going to see if there is time left for Piedmont to inbound and possibly get off a shot. Game clock says 27.6. Scoreboard says 54-41 in favor of Piedmont. And 16 seconds have been put on the shot clock. Now this bounce pass across court, all the way outside to Lane. She thought about a 3, instead pulled it back out. Shot clock down to 5. 2-on-1. Lane gets around. Long 3-point attempt. It's good! And with that 3, Ashley Lane has just passed Amaya Scott for the game high. 17-16 in that personal battle. This 3-pointer does not go, did not beat the buzzer, and that brings us to the end of the ball game with Piedmont International, the winners, 57-41. Ashley Lane 17 points, Amaya Scott 16, Sophie Barnes with 2, Shaletta Hackett 2, Ariane Rumpf had 8, and Zanaya Kessler had 10. For the Eagles, Destiny Green led the way with 12. Diamond Alford 10. Aviana Phillips 6. Faith Devon had 9. The gentlemen are going to take the court in approximately 22 minutes. We'll start a new event shortly beforehand. Stay with us on YouTube Live TBC Eagles.